Hey, we finally reached the end of this series. Chapter 15, can you believe it? If you've been on this journey with me, thank you so much for your time and your patience. I know it was a big ask. By now you should know who I am. I'm Paul, a guy from the Netherlands who carved out an unlikely career in the United States as a voiceover artist and blogger. Let me tell you, I loved what I did for a living. I loved it. But my voice no longer supports my profession. Don't feel sorry for me, though. I've had a good run, a great run, in fact. I survived a stroke against all odds and had to learn to live within the possibilities of my limitations. And even though I won't be recording as much anymore, I haven't lost my voice. As long as I have a pen or a computer nearby, I am still able to speak through my writing and hopefully touch a few lives along the way. In fact, that's what I plan on doing for the next chapter of my existence. Instead of reading other people's words, I'll be writing my own, and I also want to keep on recording these short segments for social media. Now, will I be successful? Who knows and who cares? But what is success anyway? What is success? Deepak Chopra defined it not as reaching a certain social status or having a lot of money in the bank. He said success is the continued expansion of happiness and the progressive realization of worthy goals. It is the ability to fulfill your desires with effortless ease. Right now, my main and very worthy goal is to become and stay as healthy as I can be. This means leaving toxic environments and relationships. It means saying goodbye to stressful situations, taking care of myself. So I'll be here for a few more years. Because I really like being here. I like being alive, don't you? I no longer lead a sedentary life, by the way. I have a spin bike in my studio, which I use every single day. And in the past 6 months, I've lost more than 25 pounds simply by moving more and changing my diet. In the winter, I put on my cross-country skis, and in the spring and summer, I jump on my e-bike, or I step into my kayak. I volunteer for a local museum where I'm appreciated for the pictures I take that help spread the story of this wonderful place. And overall, I enjoy the quietude of my surroundings and the slower pace of life here in Vermont. We live on 5 acres surrounded by maple trees that are connected by sap lines. Look at it. The air is clean and clear and the night sky is filled with bright stars and fireflies. This is our happy place. This is my happy place. I want to enjoy every single day because it could be my last. Not out of fear, but to savor the moments, the little things, the simple things that don't cost anything, but that are most valuable, the things you cannot find on the shelves of any store. I'm taking life a little easier, and I think I've earned that right, don't you? I'm also helping my wife with her business, Pamela Taylor Music. If you know, she teaches piano and flute online and in the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont, and you can look her up at pamelataylormusic.com. Now here's a question some have asked me. Given my assessment of the situation we're in, would I encourage someone who's interested to pursue a career in voiceovers? Would I encourage them to become a voice actor? To be honest, my answer is no. I would advise against it, unless they are uniquely talented with a background in the dramatic arts, business and marketing, and if they're able to invest a considerable amount of time, energy and money in this career. In addition to that, this person would have to have or start building a very strong social media presence with a considerable following that would attract clients interested in working with that person. Those who are best at playing that game, that social media game, are almost always extroverts. And most people, in my experience, who are attracted to voiceovers are introverts. See the disconnect there? Contrary to popular opinion, being a voiceover is not an easy get-rich-quick profession. It is highly competitive, and you're up against skilled people with years of experience, tons of clients, a full-blown home studio, and an impressive online presence. And even those people are struggling because rates are going down every day, and there's less and less work for more and more hopefuls. Now please hear me out. Please, please, please. Those who are making a good living as a voice actor right now and will continue to do so are the exception. Because they are exceptional. They stand out because they are outstanding. AI is only getting better and is being integrated and accepted in everyday life. Just like the steam engine and the car replaced horsepower. As a voiceover and coach, I am a very critical listener. And I admit that I listen to computer-generated voices telling stories on sites like TikTok. I do. I hated it at first, but then I got used to it, and now I'm okay with it. If that could happen to me, imagine all the people without my background who will happily go for cheap and good enough instead of for outstanding and expensive. Again, I have no more skin in this game anymore. Whatever you choose to do, I will be fine. This is just my opinion, and I know plenty of people who will disagree with me. But when evaluating what others have to say about this, ask yourself, do these people have a vested interest in putting a positive spin on things? Do they have something to gain from trying to sell you a program, some coaching sessions, a conference, or anything else? Do they want you to sign up for an online casting site? I'm not saying you can't trust anyone anymore, but always check the source before signing the check. There's nothing wrong with wanting to make money, but there's a whole lot wrong with trying to take advantage of gullible people with a dream of becoming the next SpongeBob SquarePants. If that is indeed your dream, I hope it happens for you, but it is highly unlikely that it will. Please prove me wrong. I challenge you. Okay. You may shoot the messenger now and put all the blame on him. Seriously, if you love reading to people, go to retirement homes, go to schools and children's hospitals and read. You'll never be more appreciated, and it will warm your heart more than any voiceover job will ever do for you. Now, if you're working as a voiceover artist and you're wondering how to survive, I have lots of tips for you, and if you ask nicely, I might record a few videos for you. In fact, I already have tons of videos on this platform, so check them out. And while you're at it, my website, nethervoice.com, will still be up for a while, and you'll find over 600 articles about the voiceover business absolutely free of charge. And once this series makes it to that blog, that will be the end of me focusing on voiceovers as a blogger. So you can all breathe a huge sigh of relief. My final words are for all the friends I made in voiceover land. Come closer. You know who you are. Just because I'm stepping out doesn't mean we should become strangers, right? And please ignore most things I said about the voiceover community earlier, because they do not apply to you. In fact, your friendship and support is what made my decision to leave so hard. My work has never defined me, but my relationships with colleagues who are close to my heart are so important to me, and that will never change. I will definitely miss seeing you, and I wish you continued expansion of your happiness and the progressive realization of worthy goals. I honestly hope you'll fulfill all your desires with effortless ease. And with these words, I will hang up my hat.